This is how I paint my Lamenter Spacemarines Part 1, the yellow. The model is primed in white, and then I do a mix of Yriel Yellow and Skrag Brown, predominantly having more Yriel Yellow than Skrag Brown. And then what I do is I layer on Yriel Yellow over the top of this mixture once it's dried. I tend to glaze this on gradually, however if you want to you can just block Yriel Yellow onto the model if you're not as confident with glazing. I thin this paint down with a lot of water and then dab away the excess on some tissue paper and test it on the back of your hands. You want it to be quite transparent. Glazes dry quickly, so once one layer is dry you can go back over and punch up that Yriel Yellow again. I'm predominantly focusing on the higher parts in the model, trying to keep some of that original colour in the shadows. I'm adding some soft shadows next with Deathclaw Brown. I'm adding a lot of water to this on my palette, and then you can dab off the excess on some tissue paper so you have more control. I'm testing the paint on the back of my hand. I want it to be translucent. There is no perfect consistency with glazes, it's fine, it's all personal taste. And then I'm focusing on the darker areas on the model where there would naturally be some shadows. Gradually build these shadows up, so wait for one layer to dry and then you can add some more paint. If you make any mistakes, just go back over that Yriel Yellow and glaze that back on. Next up, I'm adding some deeper shadows with Doomable Brown. I'm using a smaller brush for this and similar consistency, so wipe away the excess. We are focusing underneath the panels, so you just want a small bit of this paint around your model. It's just to emphasize the shapes. Now I'm moving on to my first highlight with Flashgitz Yellow. This isn't as thin as my other glazes, but it doesn't really matter too much. Wiped away the excess, and I'm predominantly picking out the raised areas on the model. These are more of a chunky highlight, so I'm covering more areas than I will do on my last highlight. Lastly, I am mixing that Flashgitz Yellow in a 50-50 mix with Ice Yellow or Dorn Yellow is fine. Flow Aid additive can help a lot with edge highlighting, and this mixture won't be as thin. It's not going to be a glaze as such. I've just added a bit of water for maximum control. I'm focusing once again on the raised edges and going over where that Flashgitz was, but not covering as many areas, being a bit more sharper and precise with this. Then I can go back over and tidy up the model with the other colours where I see fit. And this is the yellow pretty much done now. Stay tuned for the next part. Thanks for watching.